Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here to do the second video on this extraordinary doubleheader, and this is one of the songs from that Bukkake videos last week. It's More Subita with their brand new video, brand new single from their upcoming album, Into Eternity.
I must say, we had an amazing start to this doubleheader.
We did. The reason why we started with the other song is because I wasn't sure how the day was going to go. So at least I wanted to finish with More Subita.
To save on a safe note, yeah.
Exactly. At least we can call off the day on a good note, on a high note, on a high note. So that one was an excellent surprise. All right, More Subita, Into Eternity. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check out what Meek and the boys are up to. This video proves that bass players are overrated. You were stuck at the airport. So. All right. What do you think? I think you have to break down this into the video and the song. So, do you want to talk about the video, a little bit about the video first, then we talk about the song?
Yeah, but I think I just want to say, when I look at the video and I just see, I just want to be there.
I think the video is a perfect representation of what it is to be a musician or a struggling musician in Finland, right? Like, you're getting together on the weekend to go to a cottage to work on some new tracks, some new material for the record. One of the guys is caught somewhere, can't show up. They're at his house, but he's not there because he's still at the airport, whatever the case might be. That's what the impression that I get. Then you get the shenanigans of the road trip to get there, which reminded me of Heavy Trip. There was a little bit of a...
They lined up and took a piss.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a Heavy Trip nod there, which Mika was involved in the soundtrack for Heavy Trip, so it all makes sense there. And then when they get to the cottage, you know, like, pretty much the process that I'm sure, I've never been there, but I think this video kind of represents it truthfully, how it is for a band to work on new material together, going into a cottage, so just them chilling for a weekend, working on songs, working on tracks, doing some sauna. Come on. You cannot put this video and not have some sauna somehow. You have to.
But I feel like that's part of the creative process.
I agree. I think the only thing missing is them eating some tupla as they're driving to said cottage. I think that is missing there somehow, that they forgot that. Maybe sponsorship money didn't come through. But I really like the video. The video is just so well put together that it almost takes a little bit away from the song, because I'm so concentrated on watching the video and seeing what's happening that I'm almost not forgetting about the song, but the song is almost becoming the soundtrack to this silent movie that it is the video.
For me, there was only a few parts that I took away from the song to focus on the video, but most of the song I was focused on it, because that melody was absolutely amazing.
By the way, did you feel the guitar solo when Mika's pulling on the whammy bar? Don't you feel like it has a little bit of a siren sound to it, like an ambulance siren sound to it, which I thought was really appropriate to the video, because it's almost like, you know, in hockey when you score a goal, the siren goes on. It had a little bit of that hockey siren goal thing. So it's almost like, hey, you know, I finally got the riff and I
finally got what I was looking for.
Exactly.
We went through all this and I finally got the riff and everything that we...
Exactly. So I'm listening to the song, and when the solo comes and he's pulling on the whammy bar, and I'm hearing that siren, like, it feels to me like a siren. I was like, man, this fits the lyrics, it fits the song, and most important, it fits the whole mood of finally I got what I was working for, you know, like the light went on or the siren went on, like you score a goal in hockey, that kind of thing. I just felt that. Don't you think so? That sound,
the siren sound.
Like in hockey when they score a goal, it goes, like, you know, it had a little bit of that. The way he was pulling on it and the sound that it created. I thought it was a really nice touch.
I just want to be there. I just miss it so, like...
What, do you want to be in Finland?
Yes.
Yeah, me too, man. Wow, we were supposed to be there right now.
Yeah.
Right now, we would have been at the Beaver Bar, probably having some drinks. Yeah. Probably having some drinks at the Beaver Bar.
Oh, I miss that place too. God, no.
I love the Beaver Bar.
I never thought I would love a bar so much.
No, I know. Actually, I've outlined some plans for next year, because, you know, we had to reschedule our trip for next year. I've outlined some plans for next year. I have some great ideas, some things in store. Like, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to tell anybody, because it's a surprise. Hopefully it goes through. There's no COVID stopping our plans next year and we get to go, because I have some plans.
Another reason why I wish I was there is because they can actually have concerts.
Yeah, that's true. Dark River Festival just happened last week, I think it happened. And what a lineup it was this year. Wow.
We missed out on...
Wow, the lineup. I mean, if everything had gone according to plan, we wouldn't have been at Dark River anyways, because Dark River was happening at the same time as Summer Breeze would have been happening, and unfortunately we cannot teleport, so we could only be at one place at a time. But yeah, they've been having some festivals there. Not a lot, not many. I think Dark River is the last festival of their really short festival season that I think was only two festivals. But anyways, I really like the track. I really like the video is really well put together. And before we go, I mean, we have to talk a little bit about the drummer though, because the poor guy, I guess there was the bass player was not there, right? So it's like, okay, we don't have anybody else to shit on. After the bass player on the list of people to shit on
is the drummer.
You know what I mean? So it's like the poor guy couldn't practice. No, he had to go cut wood.
Yeah,
Then
he had to go make tea.
Then he had to go make food, cutting the carrots and shit. It's like, holy shit, this fucking guy doesn't get to practice. That's why he left the sauna and he's just like...
He was pissed off, and then he went to... I think the sauna, like, it went through him, and he's like, okay, no, I need to practice now. Like, I finally...
And now that
I'm relaxed...
Yeah, now that I'm relaxed, I need to let some juices flow back again and go back into the... I really like that part too, because the way the video plays out, when he sits down to play the drums is when the song kicks up a notch and he becomes a little bit heavier than what it was up until that point. So really nicely done as far as understanding this is the song that we're working on the video. How can we enhance the storytelling and get that part to work that way? So very smart of them and smart of who put the video together to kind of work things from that perspective. That was really cool. I really enjoyed this video. The song became the soundtrack of the video. It really did. But I like this track. Actually, I like this song more than the first one, the first single that they released. I felt the first single was more brutal, more death metal, if you will.
But this one's way more melodic.
This one is way more melodic. There's a lot more melody into this one.
Road trip music.
Exactly. Melodic is a good word. Not that the other one didn't have melody, but I just felt the other one was a lot more brutal. Yeah. A lot more brutal. This one I felt was a lot more melancholic. And it goes also with the video, right? So I like...
It didn't need to be heavy.
It was still heavy, but it was not as brutally heavy as the previous one. Even vocally, the previous one was a lot more heavy from a vocal perspective. This one there was a lot more melody. Yeah. There was a lot more melody in this one. I prefer this one. I really like this.
I gotta say that it was funny, the pissing scene.
Kind of reminded me of Heavy Trip though. Like that's the first thing that I thought, and I thought it was hilarious, but it was the first thing that I thought. Who hasn't done that?
Yeah.
I did that. Me and Asim when we went to return the car at the airport.
Oh yeah.
It was raining. We stopped the car on the side of the road, and me and Asim went up to a wall. And we took a piss in the middle of the highway. I'm sure people are driving by. It's like, what the fuck? These two guys are taking a piss on the. And this was a side road. We did it on the freaking highway.
Yeah, there was no cars coming by here.
No, and it was the highway. As like the next ramp is the ramp into the airport. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like there's no traffic passing by. And there we were, like jet streaming next to each other. But keeping our eyes focused forward, you know what I mean? We were talking, but we were not doing eye contact. When you're taking a piss with your friend on the side of the road, you want to keep looking forward.
Yeah.
Eye contact can become a little bit awkward.
Yeah. You want to be honorable and just look at the wall.
Yeah, just look at the wall. We're not here comparing notes. We're not comparing notes. We're just looking at the wall. If you just look
at the wall, no honor is lost.
No honor is lost. Exactly. All right, guys. On that note, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.